The CX500 is coming to an end. This thing came together really nicely. I think it took a little bit of time, and you need to extend the stopper here for the Hayabusa bars or the forks. But the seat's all in. I did burn the seat, which really sucks. However, the little latch is underneath, and here it is. So the sides are all built. The little pan is built. So now all the electronics and whatnot can sit inside here. You have a little bit of a gap there so that the wires and stuff can come through. I'm going to clean this up and then do some black caulking, kind of like to seal it up just so the water doesn't get inside. And then I used some angle to kind of hold this all in place and made this little bracket here. A little bit of space underneath here so you can actually get this underneath. Holds the battery in. And then we have the plate with the attachment for the seat. So it all came together really nicely. This is the bracket for the seat, which just bolts on. And then it's a, I would say, relatively tight, snug fit. But what sucks is that I don't have any nuts to hold this little bracket in. So you kind of have to hold it and then push it in. But once that's bolted down, then this can get pushed down by yourself and then it'll clip. So that is the Hayabusa swapped, I don't know, CX500 in some ways. Although it's a stock motor, but the Hayabusa front end is kind of a different look, I would say. Also, I did tell him he should swap out that fender. I think it's just too bulky. But maybe you guys can convince him to swap it out. I want to make just like a small, like low profile, almost like a Harley front fender. I think it'll look super slick. So let me know in the comments. Bunch of other little tasks. Had to make some of these stakes, some rollers, and then I made this, which I think is super cool. It is for actually a mailbox stand. So this is like recessed into the stand, and when you're driving, you'll see through the stand basically because of this. And he will paint this. I told him to paint it black and then gold for the cross, and I think it will just look absolutely amazing. Something super unique.